Today is a brief training video on the Frameworks ball lift. If you are having issues with your balls not coming back up through the actual lift hood, then these are some of the things you want to check out. First of all, if you have more than one ball lift not working in order, just out of the blue, it's not just a single solitary one, then the first thing that we need to recommend for you is to check your breakers. Make sure no breakers have tripped. If one is tripped and it is multiple lanes not bringing up the ball from the lift, then that is a high possibility. Second, if the balls are not coming up and your breakers are on and it is a single lane, then the next thing you would want to check, the easiest, quickest thing to check, is going to be the cutoff switch inside of the lift hood. It is located right in front of the ball lift wheel there. I'm going to move up and show you how to actuate it. The switch is just, give me a second to line up the light. There we go. Sorry. The switch is located right here in front of the ball lift wheel. That's so if a child or an adult's hands that don't know how to keep their hands out of here, put their hands in, and the wheel is rotating. When it rotates, it will draw their if it draw their fingers down in, then the switch would cut off. I'm gonna try and get you in here. Hopefully, don't blur it up too much. Right there is the switch. That whole entire bar across there is connected to a switch to cut off power to this lift wheel and the lift hood. The final spot you would need to check that I believe would probably solve your problems is going to be right here. You have a thermal switch right there in the light. If you get a bunch of balls stuck at the lift, bring it up. Maybe the ball lift wheels have a little bit of lane conditioner on them. They'll start slipping, and then all that the excess weight on there will just overheat the motor. That thermal switch will cut it off and trip it off. There are a couple of things I do, especially if you're trying to get open play or league members going back up again real quick so you don't have to switch lanes. I'm going to show you those two quick tips. First tip, go ahead and take you a piece of paper towel, lay it over top of your thermal switch. I do this because I'm going to try to quick cool the switch, and I don't want extra moisture from humidity and condensation to get up and to form in there around that switch. It's thermal and it's an electric switch. You know, electricity and moisture don't go very well hand in hand. Then cover it with some plastic and the air in a can. I use air in a can a whole lot around this facility for multiple uses. Through my training videos, I'll show you the applications where I use it. Turn it upside down, find where your thermal switch is here, try and keep my hands out of the way, and freeze it. With the cans upside down, freeze your switch and cool it. Normally I'd be in a lot better position to do this. I'd have that plastic held down a lot tighter around the switch to try and cool that down as fast as I can. If you don't have air in a can, don't give up. Still keep the paper towel down there. Bag of ice trick. Take your bag of ice, it's double bagged. I don't want any water to leak out onto the motor. Still got the paper towel there. Pack that thing down in ice and get that switch to cool down as quick as you can. And as soon as it is cooled off and you're able to depress it and reset it by pressing the red switch. Sorry, I'm trying to get a light in case it's a little dim. I want to make sure you can see it. The red switch right there, you'd want to depress that once it goes back in and your switch is on above in the ball lift wheel area at the top where the balls exit the Frameworks ball lift, then that should kick it all off and get you up and going again. And that is the training video on the Frameworks ball lift.